Welcome back to the Monopolist podcast series. Today, let's walk through everything you need to know to ace the gameplay, including the basic tutorial and general game rules. Consider this your ultimate cheat sheet to our gameplay. We will start with how to play the Monopolist. So when the game starts, each player will receive an initial credit of 2 million to buy properties. The first player to roll the dice is randomly selected by our system, followed by other players' turns clockwise. All you have to do now is to click roll and purchase the properties as you go. When players enter own properties, they have to pay the amount of rent as shown on the board. After paying the rent, players can also repurchase the property at a higher price if they wish to. As rolling dice will determine each player's progress, players can win over other opponents if one of the 5 milestones is reached. At number 1, we have all other players are bankrupt and unable to pay rent. Number 2, we have own all cities in one direction. And number 3, we have own all the resorts in the board. And number 4, we have own 3 pairs of cities of the same level. And finally, in case of timeout, whoever owns the most valuable assets will win. If players roll double, like pairs of 1, 2, 3, etc., they will get an extra roll. And if players roll double for 3 times in a row, the third time will not count, and instead, they must immediately redirect to the desert island. Each player has a 10-second waiting time for each action, like rolling dice, buy a property, upgrade or sell a property, and if the time limit is reached, the system will automatically perform the action. If there's no interaction 3 times in a row, players will be kicked out and lose the match. That's pretty much everything. Let's move on to the game rules. So first, each square is owned by only one player at a time. The value of rental properties will increase depending on the level of houses built on that square. Number 2, we have coefficients for the value of rental properties like festival organization or world championship organization. Rents will be multiplied up to 10 times the original value. Number 3, we have owning assets in multiple cities of the same tier, which is determined by the same pavement color, will increase the real estate value of all properties in that tier. Number 4, we have a property built in each city has 5 levels. During the first 4 levels, it can still be acquired by other players, but when upgraded to the final hotel level, it cannot be repurchased by others. Number 5, if players are unable to pay rent when landing on acquired squares, they must sell their own properties. In case there's still insufficient funds, it counts as bankruptcy. Number 6, there are 3 chance squares, entitling players to different chances, completely randomized. The chance cards have 3 levels, gold, silver and copper, and we have a whole separate video on this already. And finally, players cannot re-enter the match if they have already exited. So that's everything. If you want to see more in action, visit our YouTube for more contents and start playing now. Thank you for watching and see you again on our next episode.